Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Moviebrothers podcast. I'm your host, Parker Quinn, and with me, as always, is Brandon Brown. Brando, how you doing, buddy?
I'm great, buddy. How you doing?
Awesome. And of course, we are the Movie Brothers podcast, where we talk about a lot of pop culture, movies, TV shows, comics, whatever. And today we're going to be talking about some hot takes. So these are obviously opinions that aren't necessarily the most popular opinion. And whether we agree with them or not, we're going to discuss them. We each have three hot takes that we want to discuss. But of course, we have a very special guest. You saw her, I want to say maybe a month ago with some of our episodes. Aleah Hartwell, our movie sister. Aleah, how's it
Hello.
going?
Good. How are you?
Good, thanks. We're really happy to have you back, as
I'm
usual.
happy to be back.
So anyway, guys, we're doing hot takes, like I said. And so who wants to go first?
One of you guys go first.
Brando, do you want to go first?
Parker, I
Okay,
volunteer
fine.
you to go first.
All right, fine. I'm voluntold, not volunteer. So here's the first hot take. This one might not be too much of a hot take, but it's probably going to get worse and worse the more hot takes I do. So here's the first one. Edward Norton's The Incredible Hulk deserves more love.
Yes, completely agree. He was a great Bruce Banner.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that could have easily been the Hulk that could have been a part of the Avengers. Easily.
Yeah, I think so too. I think people just disconnect that film mainly because of the Edward Norton thing. He's not the
Yeah.
Hulk anymore.
And I think it's when it was made. It wasn't
Yeah,
in combination with the other Avenger movies. I mean,
absolutely.
Iron Man 1 wasn't, but like neither was 2, I don't think. Uh, but it wasn't properly set up to be a part of the MCU as we know it.
Exactly. And like I think for me, like I said, people just disconnect this film just because Edward Norton was the Hulk and it's not Mark Ruffalo. But obviously at the time it was set in the MCU, still is. Um, but like that's why people just jump to conclusions saying it's a bad movie. It's like, no, it's not a bad movie at all. I actually really like this movie. This is probably the best Hulk movie we're ever gonna get because I'll be honest, I don't think we're ever gonna get World War Hulk or Planet Hulk.
Yeah. Not anytime soon. Not
Yeah,
anytime soon.
and you know what? Frankly, especially comparing what they're doing with Hulk now to at the time, like we actually
Yeah.
had the Rage Hulk. Like even the first time we see the Hulk in the movie, it's incredible because it feels like almost like Jaws or Alien because he's in that warehouse in is it Brazil or something like that? That's where he
Yes.
was.
Yes.
We don't even see the Hulk until like halfway through the fight scene. He's in the shadows. We see like a foot. It's one of those things where it's like Jaws or Alien in the sense that the less you see, the scarier it is. And what I love about the Incredible Hulk movie is that it is basically a mixture of Jason Bourne meets Godzilla. It's a um, fugitive on the run, but it's also a monster movie.
Yeah.
And I think that's the best way to describe it. I could be wrong. There could be a better way. But yeah, I think this movie deserves more love than it deserves. Now, am I saying it's like top 10 MCU film? No. But I do think this movie is very underrated and deserves more praise. Brendan, you've talked very little about it. I want to hear your thoughts on it.
You see, this movie, I was gonna talk about nostalgia for these type of movies, but like this movie was like what brought me into like loving superhero movies more. Because it was
Right.
dark, it was gritty, fucking it showed how OP the Hulk can get when you make him mad. Like the
Yeah.
Hulk is what's Hulk with his rage? Not a good movie sometimes, most times.
Hmm.
The Hulk needs his rage, even if he's being a good character, like a good character or an antagonist. Like you need to have his rage in whatever movie or project you have him in. So that's what, for me, made that movie so memorable.
Right.
But then, fast forward years later, they butchered him. So like,
I
thank
don't.
God they butchered him a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. I actually didn't mind when they did that change in Avengers Endgame,
Mm.
but now, like, we
It-
saw it in She-Hulk and we're seeing it, and it's just like, okay,
that's what
guys,
I'm.
like, can we go back to the actual like pissed off Hulk? Like,
That's
can we
what
go
I'm.
back to
That's
that?
what I'm saying. Because I'm
Exactly.
just
I
like,
mean, it's like saying, Thor was fat in Avengers Endgame.
mm,
That's like if they kept him fat for like Thor Love and Thunder. It's like, okay, no, it worked for one movie. It's kind of like retelling a joke over and over again. First time you hear the joke, second time you hear the joke, you're like, that's funny. Third, fourth, fifth time, you're just like,
see. I would
Again.
have liked it if like he had like a scene in the movie where he was like, okay, buddy, I need you to take full control for a bit,
Mhm.
and then go back to being Smart Hulk.
Right. Okay.
Like I know that doesn't work in the comics, but like they do change things in the comics. Like they do change things in the movies
Yeah.
from the comics that fit the movie. They could have done that, but they wanted to milk out Smart Hulk for the longest while. I
Yeah.
was like, you know what? I'm tired of it. I want the Hulk that I'm used to.
Exactly.
It's not like changing the. It's not like, for instance, like when you have Black Widow and then you have her little sister take up the Black Widow mantle and shit. Like it's nothing like that. It's literally the same character, but they literally downgraded him from an iPhone 17 Max to iPhone 5.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like, I'm sorry, like we outgrew the iPhone 5 many, many moons ago. We need old Hulk back.
Agreed.
We need old Hulk back. That's my opinion. And
And
thank God we
honestly,
have
that's one of the reasons why I actually loved the fight scene in Captain America: Brave New World when Harrison Ford becomes Red Hulk. Because it's
yeah,
like finally we're seeing this again. We haven't seen
and
this
get
in a long
some
time.
rage.
Yeah,
A big part of the like Hulk character is to be that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
that's exactly what
Like,
Stanley depicted. Yeah,
two different two different entities in one body,
yeah,
you know? So they take that away by making him the smart Hulk.
exactly.
And to make She-Hulk also like somebody who can still control her temper and her rage as well.
Hmm.
I
It's like
wish it
she
was something a little more. I mean, her the way the serum or whatever affected her was different than Bruce, but it would have been nice to see her lose control a bit too.
mm,
Absolutely.
Um,
because in the comic she does.
yeah, exactly. But she's a going to court as a green lady. Come on, man.
By the way, how underrated of a villain was Abomination in that movie?
So underrated.
He was
Oh my
Great
so
God.
villain.
good.
I think
Too
It
good.
was Tim Roth, right? That was who played him?
yes.
Yeah, he was
Yes.
so good in the movie.
Yeah, Abomination was played Abomination to us. I think
Mhm.
so.
Yeah, because I Tim Blake
Yeah,
Nelson was
that's
the
him. Yeah,
leader. Yeah, Tim Roth
yeah,
was.
to
Um,
Russ.
yeah, like honestly, I thought he was a great villain, and I love that it was like the slow, like he was trying to be Captain America, the super soldier serum and everything, but then slowly he got more and more angry, wanted to become a monster like the Hulk, and it like I just thought again, this movie deserves more praise than it gets. At least
No,
I think.
I completely agree.
Hmm. All right, Aleah, why don't you go next for the
Uh,
next hot take?
this is more or less like an actual movie, but when I say the Wilhelm scream, do you guys know what that is?
Yep, the
Yeah.
Wilhelm scream. Yep.
Yep. I think it is so overused. And I think that they need to stop using it because it's so annoying. And I think it destroys scenes. I think even like in comedy movies.
I'm actually disappointed to hear you say that because
Really?
no, because here's the reason. When I was in school for film,
Yeah.
I used that all the time.
No, but
I
like it's
used
not
it.
just it's so obvious that it's
Yeah.
not a character, like it's not somebody doing it. It's a
Hmm.
sound that they're playing into it, like into the score, right?
I mean, yeah, I think for the time, like say when George Lucas did Star Wars, we hear the Wilhelm scream in Star
Yeah,
Wars. I
yeah,
think at the time it was like a tribute to the
yeah.
actual scream. Nowadays, I do agree it is overused, but if you can use it in a proper way, say like if the Naked Gun were to use it,
That would have been funny.
exactly. So I think, yeah, I do like using the Wilhelm scream, but
There's times
I
and places
I get what you're saying.
because you
Yeah.
know how they're doing Scream 7, is it now?
Yep.
Uh, if they use that at one point during that, I think it'll be funny.
It's the Wilhelm scream.
Exactly,
Scream
exactly. They're
7.
gonna
They need to use
play
it. That's
into
why
it.
they need to use it.
Exactly, exactly. But I think some movies that don't need it use it.
Yeah.
And it's like, come on, man.
God,
Just use the
imagine?
actors to scream.
Can you imagine watching like a brutal action movie like John Wick or Taken, and all of a sudden a Wilhelm scream happens?
Well, it's happened before in like a legitimate action movie where the somebody in the background screams and you're like, oh, okay.
Brenda,
That's
what do you?
just you know.
Brenda,
See,
what are your thoughts on the hot take?
I'm not too familiar on his scream unless I hear it.
Do you want me to play it?
Play it.
Am I allowed to play it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's only like 5 seconds long. Like we shouldn't be like sued by YouTube or anything like that. And plus, it's in the public domain. If any movie's allowed to use it,
True.
Okay, well,
Okay. I think. Let's
you've
see.
definitely heard it before.
You may be sitting through
Oh,
it.
yeah,
you
yeah,
heard
yeah, I
that?
heard
You heard
that.
that? Okay.
I've used that sound in many, many
Yeah.
game videos. Like I've used that sound.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Man.
So, what are your thoughts, Brandon, on the hot take?
I don't mind it. It's a classic. Let's keep using it.
See, that's
Hey,
why
what?
it's a hot take. That's why it's a hot take.
Hey, if it's not broke, don't go broke.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Oh man.
Yeah, that was a saying. I don't know why I said it.
No, I would love it if they used it in like Doomsday or something like that.
Oh my God.
Pedro Pascal as Mr. Fantastic's falling off a building. Ah!
That would be kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, Aleah, I do agree with you in some ways, but at the same time, I do love the tradition of hearing it here and there in movies. So that's my personal opinion.
It's so fair.
All right. Brando, what's your first hot take? Is this like a I need to spit take kind of a thing?
It's like yes and no, but it's like it's more in the lines of like not like a movie per se, just like
Mhm.
multiple movies. That's how all my hot takes are, to be honest. Selection about multiple movies.
Mhm.
First hot take would be um anime, video game, whatever adaptations don't always work.
Yeah.
And you need the right director.
I don't
Say
think that's
for
a hot
this,
take. I feel like that's
what?
fact. Like
Okay, fine, fine.
90% of video game movies do not work.
No.
I think
Oh yeah.
I think like for me, it's like what are the three worst things in life? Death, taxes, and video game movies.
Yeah.
Am I wrong? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think that's a hot take. I think like sure, we have the odd one, Sonic the Hedgehog, for example. But like 90% of the time, video game movies do not work.
I want that on a t-shirt. Death, taxes, and video game movies.
Yeah. The three worst things in life. There you go.
Well, I
Like,
got all my hot takes wrong then. Damn.
That's okay.
that should be a bumper sticker. We should put that on like Instagram right there, Brandon.
Yeah,
That's the
death,
1 minute clip that we're putting
movies.
on Instagram right there.
I love that. Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, I don't see that as a hot take. I mean, to me, I think everyone's in agreement with that one, really.
Yeah, then I'm changing all
It's
my hot
rare to
takes
get a
now.
good video game movie.
Are you gonna give us another one, or do you want to go
I
around?
I gotta go
Gonna sneak
redo all
it?
my hot takes then now.
You have like a long list, don't you?
Just three.
Oh, okay. Okay, then we'll just go around then, unless you can think of a fourth.
If I can think of one, then I'll think of one. It's gotta like listen to you guys and literally look right here for real quick.
Why don't you just say one of yours right now, and then while we're talking about the other ones, you can think of like a fourth one.
They were all the same, but okay, basically the same. I don't know when it comes to like mainly anime adaptations, because since I'm such an anime nerd, it's just like some stuff works, some stuff don't. Like what you call it, the Dragon Ball Z movie. Damn well didn't work. Damn well didn't work. The director really wanted to destroy anything and anything at all that's Dragon Ball Z, and he just shot on it in the most perfect way. And what you call it, just literally discouraged other directors from making actually good content. What you call it, that's an adaptation of anime. Until we had like, say for instance, the guy who made One Piece and made the One Piece TV show.
Mhm.
That was probably extremely hard to do, but he pulled it off. But still at the same time,
Yeah,
it's,
I think. I mean, here's the thing. I'm not a huge anime guy. You know that.
yeah,
I have watched like the only anime I've actually watched and loved was Cowboy Bebop.
Bebop.
And frankly,
And they push it.
I didn't even watch the live action one because like I just didn't have any interest in watching it. And plus I heard it was terrible. But despite the fact that I've never seen the One Piece anime, I do watch the Netflix One Piece and I actually really like it.
Mm.
I do
Um,
too.
but all honesty, like even if it's anime, I think we can say the same thing about just animation in general. Like
Yeah,
when
that's why I said anime, video games,
yeah,
and all
like
that
when
stuff.
like Disney remakes their live action and their
Exactly.
anime movies in the live action, it's like sure, there's the odd one here and there that actually worked.
Yeah.
But then you have like I don't know, like Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland, and you have Robert Zemeckis' Pinocchio. which is like one of the worst things ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Guillermo del Toro did a Pinocchio as well.
it was so much better. Oh my God.
Yes.
And it came
So
out the same year too. That's the
yeah.
funny thing. It came out the same
Yeah.
year. Um, I think you can really say the same thing about just any like yeah, animated live action adaptation. It's like there's some things that deserve to be live action and some things that deserve to be animation.
You can say that of almost any remake too,
Yeah, that's true.
you
You
know?
can.
And I don't know, there's definitely like a couple where I'm like, just leave it alone.
Mhm.
But I don't know if you guys saw that Jack Black and Paul Rudd are doing Anaconda,
That
and
looks
Yes.
that
good.
looks
I'm gonna be
so
honest. I saw the
good.
trailer. That looks really
Anaconda
good.
is such a bad movie. It is a
Okay.
bad movie.
I th
Made in the 80s, it's a bad movie.
yeah.
And I'm like, don't recreate the good ones. Don't go recreating Forrest Gump or something. Recreate the bad ones.
That's literally that has been my mindset too. I think if you were to remake a movie, take a movie that had a good idea,
Yeah.
but the execution of the idea did not work, and
Yeah.
then see if you can like make some changes.
If you can see the potential,
Mhm.
make it to its potential.
Yeah, like you said, remake Anaconda.
Yeah.
Don't remake Back to the Future.
That looks so funny. And I love that the fact of the concept is that in the movie, the guys are like, oh, we're gonna remake Anaconda.
Yeah, they are fans of the original
Yeah.
Anaconda, and they're like,
Yeah.
let's remake the movie. But then
Yeah.
while they're remaking it, an actual Anaconda comes to kill them. It's like
Exactly. I think that's so fun. I think
That's
that's
actually like
a
some
good idea.
Tropic Thunder type of stuff.
it's like to me, like when I watched the trailer, I had the feeling of Tropic Thunder and like the new Jumanji movies. That's
Yes,
what I
yes.
felt like. I was like, this is gonna be fun.
And that's a big thing is too when I'm thinking about it, the Jumanji movies, I found they weren't a recreation because I think a lot of people were like, oh, this would be a recreation.
Yeah,
It was an addition too.
that's exactly it. And like
Yeah.
it's even a sequel because
Yeah.
they recognize that Robin Williams' character existed in that world.
Yep. And I think that's great. If you don't necessarily have to remake something, you
Mhm.
can add on.
And that's the other thing too, because like the original Jumanji came out in the 90s.
Mhm.
And at the time, obviously, like what did kids do? They played board games.
Yeah.
If you were to remake Jumanji, it's like you can't make it a board game. I mean,
No.
sure,
No.
like board games still exist, but like
Mhm.
what's the new thing? Oh, it's video games. That's what they did. They modernized it.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
That's what made it work for me,
Mhm.
at least.
That was kind of my third hot take about recreation, so that's really funny that we're talking about that, but I can probably come up with a fourth one. Um I no, I completely agree. There's definitely a couple movies that I've been trying to watch more like 70s, 80s movies
Mhm.
because I think there are some really great ones that I think are just so forgotten about,
Sure.
and so I've been trying to actively watch them.
Well, you know
And
what,
it's
too?
definitely
I don't, sorry to cut you off.
no, it's
Um,
okay.
I don't think it's just like let's try to modernize a classic. I think it's sure the original movie is a classic, but can we upgrade it in a way? Like I'll give you an example. West Side Story.
Yes.
The original West Side Story is a Best Picture winner. To a
Yep.
lot of people, it is a perfect movie. Steven Spielberg said, "What can I do different?"
Hmm.
He made his West Side Story, and I'm gonna say it. I like his more.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's fair. That's totally fair. I do too. I'm not a big fan of Ansel Elgort, but Rachel Zegler, I think she's an incredibly
Oh, I don't like her at all
underrated.
anymore.
Really.
I liked her in West Side Story. Every other movie I've seen her in, I hated.
My thing is that social media has painted her
That
to
too.
be this villain.
That's true.
I think she's ridiculously talented. She's an amazing singer and she's a good actress. I think that people have villainized her in social media for being herself,
Hmm.
and I think that's not fair to her.
Yeah.
Because I won't be upset to see her in a movie, especially a musical. I think she's a wonderful singer.
Oh God, yeah. Like when she's saying, I don't even know the name of the song, but like the Tonight song in
Mhm.
West Side Story, I was just like, holy crap, she's got a
Yeah.
voice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Uh,
yeah. Yep, I agree.
Brando, do you have any final thoughts about this topic that you added? No?
No, not to be honest. You guys pretty much summed it up.
Okay. So I will give my next one. This one might actually be a hot take, especially for Brandon. Although I think Aleah is going to get mad at me too. So Tyler Hoechlin, who played Superman in Superman and Lois,
Okay.
is better than Henry Cavill's Superman.
I completely agree.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
God.
I
Completely
agree.
agree.
I
Oh,
agree. He did better.
okay.
Henry Cavill
He
had
did
no
better.
character at all.
So I don't blame Henry Cavill for his performance. I blame the writers
Oh,
Mm.
absolutely.
because,
No,
like,
Henry Cavill's a great actor.
yeah, he's fantastic. I mean, if you gave him the right material, like if you gave him the Superman and Lois material,
Yeah.
like, yeah, he would have crushed it. But I think what Tyler Hoechlin did, I think one of the biggest arguments, whether you if you agree with it or not, about Henry Cavill's version is he never smiled.
Yeah. Nope.
Superman is about hope and like happiness and stuff like that. He never did it.
No.
So
Yeah.
to come off of like say Man of Steel and Batman v Superman, movies that I like, by the way, and then we get Superman and Lois where we have a hopeful Superman in, not to mention, this is a different Superman in the sense that we never, I remember one episode of Superman and Lois, which is something we've never seen Superman do. With Superman, he's always so powerful and everything like that. He's not relatable to
Yeah.
us, the audience. There's one episode where Superman gave Lois obviously like a watch to press, and then he can hear if she's in trouble, kind of a thing. He
Mhm.
did the same thing for his sons. So in one episode, he's hearing Lois on one end of the earth, and then like the other side, he's hearing the kids, his sons are in trouble too, and he's like where do I go? I don't know which one. Even Superman's not fast enough to save both of them.
Yeah.
So he became the more relatable Superman. He was the family man, and he was more true to the source material than say Henry Cavill.
Yeah. I agree. I think Zack Snyder would have done great doing Batman movies,
Yes,
but his Superman movies far too dark. I think James Gunn is the perfect Superman director. He's
agreed.
bright. He's able to make it funny and keep in those serious moments that a movie needs.
Mhm.
But Zack Snyder ruined his own Superman movies.
Yes.
You know what? Even when you watch Batman v Superman, more of the focus is on Batman than it is Superman, and you can tell that's Zack Snyder being like, I want to do Batman instead of Superman.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can tell.
I think he was given the wrong character to do. I think he's a perfectly fine director, but I think he was given the wrong character.
Agreed. Yeah.
Like, that was one of my other takes I had before. Is it's just like the right director will make the move right.
Oh,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Yeah. Because like the point of a movie is it's the director's vision. They're in charge.
Yeah.
They may not have written the script, but it's their vision of the script.
Like if you had Steven Spielberg do Pulp Fiction, it would have been a different movie than what Tarantino did.
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Yes.
yeah, that's just the way
Absolutely.
it goes.
You know what? There was so actually, you know what? Before I say anything, Brandon, what are your thoughts on this hot take?
Even though Man of Steel used to be my favorite movie, I used like I'm
You're
sorry.
bashing it.
The new one is better. The new one is
so
way
good.
better. Because like he's more relatable, like you said, Parker. He's more relatable, and whatchamacallit. You can see the humanity in him. He's the one Superman out of all the other Superman who made you feel like, oh, this is Christopher Reeves right here.
Yeah, David Cornsweet. Yeah, David
Yeah.
Cornsweet did that with James. Because my hot take was Tyler Hoechlin, who played him in Superman and Lois.
Okay, and Superman and Lois, like
Yeah.
best TV adaptation of Superman.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Superman and Lois or Smallville?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. I might go with
Or
Superman
even-
and
or-
Lois, to be honest with you. I love Smallville, but I might go with Superman and Lois.
Yeah. Superman and Lois all the way. And there was that other one like back in the 80s or something, the 70s.
Yeah, the original.
Like
there
Clark
was-
and Lois.
Yeah,
Lois and Clark, yeah, with Dean Cain or something like that.
yeah, Dean Cain.
Yeah. But,
We don't like him
here's the
anymore.
other thing, too. If you look back on every live action actor of Superman, we've never had a bad Superman.
No.
We've had
Oh,
bad Batman.
Yeah.
We've never had a bad Superman.
But rank it down from like 1 to 10. Like
Mm-hmm. That could be an episode. We could just rank the top 5 Superman or something like that.
Let's do a top 5 Superman and top 5 Batman because there's definitely been
yes.
Oh,
enough
we can do
of
that.
both. Let's
We will
get
do that.
low in on that because
That could be like, honestly,
we'll have some things to say.
We
if
have
we
a
do
lot
like
of things
a
to
end
say.
of the year New Year's Eve episode, let's get the 4 of us in here.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Let's do that. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, my hot take. I think Tyler Hoechlin is a better Superman than Henry Cavill. As much as I love Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I'm very happy. I actually thought you guys were gonna like destroy me. Like, So I'm happy to hear that. All right, Aleah, what's your second hot take?
So
Uh-oh.
I've watched pretty much every single Tarantino film.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say that.
Is
I
this a
think
spit take? Should I put water in my mouth?
you might need to.
Okay.
I think he loves his own movies more than people do. I think some of his movies aren't as great as they could be.
I'm not going to spit that out. I agree with you.
Okay, you agree?
I agree with
Okay.
you.
Wow.
I
So
Because
which
do.
movie we talking about?
I don't like because he's such a director that everybody's like, wow, Tarantino, you need to learn from Tarantino. And he is a great director.
Yeah.
I think he's a better writer than he is a director.
Agreed. Agreed.
I think his writing is phenomenal. I've read almost all his scripts. I haven't read his the one with Brad Pitt, but his writing style is incredible. I
Inglourious
think
Bastards, is that the one?
Inglorious, no,
Once
Once
Upon a
Upon a Time
Time?
in Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I
Okay.
haven't read that one. But I think his writing is better than his directing.
Agreed.
Um, but he's a control freak, he
Oh, he
wants to do,
absolutely is. He's a perfectionist.
he's a perfectionist. I love that. That's like the
Yeah.
type of work a director should be putting into their movies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think his writing is better than his directing.
I won't disagree with you on that one. I think, like, honestly, I watch Pulp Fiction for the dialogue, not necessarily like camera angles or an actor's performance. Not to say that there is a bad performance in that movie. It's great. But like, I don't know, like, especially Sam Jackson doing like this is a tasty burger, like that monologue and quoting the Bible. It's like, okay, who thought of this? Like,
Yeah,
this is like, I'm literally sitting there I remember the first time I watched Pulp Fiction. I'm like, how did he think of this?
yeah.
Like, this is so well written. So,
It's amazing. He's an amazing writer. And one of my favorite things is that I learned that he does is when he's writing, he'll literally like when he finds a character, he will figure out who he wants to play that character.
mhm,
Like he'll put down like a top like five or whatever, and then he'll kind of like add in what he almost like he how he sees them playing it. And that helps him
okay,
write it. That's
yeah,
what I learned. And then for I think it was Inglorious Bastards. I saw the list that he wrote, and then every once in a while you see or someone completely new. So
right,
sometimes he doesn't even know who's going to play it.
exactly.
I think that's so fun. I think
Because
that's like yeah,
that's the other thing too. When you're a writer, sure, you can have a certain actor in your mind to play the character, but you need to also have an open mind.
yeah,
Like, I'm actually writing a script right now, and I have a good dream cast for my movie, but I'm like, there's no way they're gonna play this character. I
yeah,
need to get like someone else, you know.
yeah. Because
But yeah, you like because you get so trapped in it. Like, if you think Sam Jackson has to be this character, and then the movie gets made and it's not Sam Jackson, it depending on how it's approached, the actor's performance and the character written might be like awkward in a way and really like won't fit in the film because it wasn't Sam Jackson.
you might find somebody completely new that you're like, oh my God, I didn't even think you were possible.
Exactly. That's true.
Yeah.
Brenda, what are your thoughts on this?
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
You're thinking a lot.
I'm
So far with
sorry.
all these hot takes, we've all like agreed on all the hot takes. So is Brandon about to disagree?
I mean, I just love all of Quentin Tarantino's movies. Like, oh, they're so good.
I'm not saying I don't love
Yeah,
them.
I know.
And I do quite like them. I just think he's a better writer than a director.
yeah.
Yes, yes. Don't get me wrong. I love his art style and his cinematography, but his storytelling. After watching Django, I was like, yes, yes, this is a good story. Yes.
Yeah.
Could anybody else have played Django or any of the characters? Yes, but
I think it was supposed to be Will Smith, wasn't it? Before Jamie Foxx came in? I could be wrong. I think it was supposed to be Will Smith.
I think you're right.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway.
I don't mind his storytelling, man. The storytelling is amazing, but I just don't have anything to say.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was an easy one.
pleasure.
All right, Brando, what's your second one?
All right, let me look at my notes for a second. My second one. Christopher Nolan just never misses whatever movie he makes.
That I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
I
You didn't
think I
like Tenet.
disagree
I
too.
didn't like Tenet.
See, like even if like I was about to say, even if like the movie did bad, like didn't do that good,
Mhm.
like it's still like an all right movie.
So, so there are two things I want to say. First of all, I'll talk about Tenet for a second here. Tenet's the only Nolan film I actually legit did not like. I've even seen his very first film, Following, which has like the smallest budget for any movie ever, and it still worked. I actually don't know what that budget was. For Tenet, it was like, why should I care about this if I can't hear the dialogue?
Yeah,
That was the whole point of the film. And for me, like I like art, but when a director tries to be artsy, because like Nolan has said, like I did that on purpose. You're not supposed to hear the dialogue. It's like, then what was the point? Like when you become artsy
yeah,
fartsy with your movies, it's just kind of like it doesn't work,
No.
And the other thing I want to say about Nolan is while he has switched up the genre multiple times, he's done his sci-fi action films, he's done his superhero films, he's done his biopics with Oppenheimer. Tonally, he does the same thing over and over again.
yeah.
For me, like I don't mean to compare him to like the GOAT, but like Steven Spielberg did both Jurassic Park and Schindler's List in 1 year.
Yep. Those are
Tonally
two
different
wildly
movies.
different. Yeah.
So, like, all honesty, like, I'm excited for Odyssey. I can't wait to see it. I love Nolan's movies, but he needs to do something. Like, even if he does a rom com,
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
be like, cool.
Something that shows that he can do more.
Yeah. Like, sure, he switched up the genre. He's done R-rated films, he's done PG-13 films, but tonally, he does the same thing over and over again. So, for me, like, yeah, like I said, Steven Spielberg has done a rom com. He's done the World War II dramas, he's done the Indiana Jones stuff. Yeah, like I just think even Scorsese did Hugo
Yeah.
and then The Departed like a couple years beforehand, like I just
I
I want to see directors really get out of their comfort zone and just
exactly because I
actually change.
think that makes a better movie too is when you're also kind of learning
Mhm.
because you're putting in your knowledge, but you're also allowing yourself to learn. And I think that's such an important part in your growth as a director too.
Right.
Um, Going back to Spielberg, I don't know if you guys have watched it, The Fablemans.
Great movie.
So freaking good. I just thought about that right now when you said Spielberg. I was like, that was such a good movie. And that's something I wouldn't mind seeing Christopher Nolan do, like a little bit
Yeah.
of a family biopic almost.
Yeah. Autobiographical. Like if anyone's
Autobiographical.
gonna do a biopic on my life, it's gonna be me.
Yeah.
That's what he did. Like
Yeah, no, seriously. I find that Christopher Nolan movies, while they're visually always really great, sometimes they lack substance
okay.
in the nicest way. I sometimes the story falls flat to me.
Yeah, again, that was me with Tenet.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like here's the other thing too. I wasn't crazy. I like it. I wasn't crazy about Dunkirk.
Okay, yep,
The
that's
technical
totally valid.
aspects of Dunkirk, obviously, like I'm not gonna say anything bad about that. But the lack of character development, and I get that you're going for the realistic World War II thing where it's like you don't have time to talk to your fellow soldier, you just go into battle. I get that, but this is a movie. This is not real life. Like Saving Private Ryan developed their characters.
Yeah.
Like so there was like it just felt like one of those movies where it was like an excuse for explosions and stuff like that. Like there's no character development. There was barely any dialogue. I think he only wrote like 12 pages of dialogue in an hour and a half to 2 hour movie.
Yeah, that's
And
wild.
that's like again, technical aspect. I won't say anything bad about that.
Yeah.
Storytelling. Was there a story?
No, you're right. You're right.
Right. So yeah. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say right there. So Brandon, you brought this up. What are your thoughts on expand your statement?
Like it doesn't like of course he has some bad movies and stuff, but like literally they've all done well in the box office.
Yeah. What
That
Tenet's the only one that didn't do well, and that's only because they
yeah,
released it during COVID, which I think was, good for them for
but
releasing the
still
movie
three
in the
but
theater
but
during
still
COVID. but
Yeah,
no one went to see it because of that.
but still like 200 like with a budget of like what 200 something million, you still make what you call it, you still go over like 300 million. I'm like, it's a little bit of a win.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. I wouldn't call that a success because
No, not a success, a little bit of a win.
yeah, a little bit. I mean, obviously it did go over its budget, which is good, but like not enough.
Yeah,
You got to make double, right?
exactly.
So yeah.
That's I'm like not saying he's the best director, not saying he's like what you call it, the pinnacle of directors and stuff,
Mhm.
but some of the stuff he comes out with, wait, most of the stuff he comes out with is gonna do good in the box office.
Yeah.
I am
That's my take.
curious. What is your favorite Nolan film?
Oh, Dark Knight.
Dark Knight. Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Mm,
there are times I go back and forth between Dark Knight and Inception, but
Okay.
every time I'm always like Dark Knight by that much.
Yeah.
See, I love Batman and set like what you call it. I do love Interstellar,
I think that's Aaliyah's favorite.
but
And it's
what was
Yeah.
And I do actually really like The Prestige.
The Prestige, I like it.
Yeah, it's not my
But
favorite, but I do quite
I
like
just
it.
think some of the twists are a little out there.
Yeah, no, that's totally fair.
It's still a great movie, don't get me wrong, but I am kind of like that's a stretch. It's like watching have you ever seen The Number 23 with Jim Carrey?
Yes, yeah.
It's like when they do the twists and turns, you're like, okay, you're stretching.
Yeah,
Like
you're
you are stretching
you're
there.
really.
Anyway, Brandon, what were you gonna say? I think I cut you off there.
I was gonna say my favorite movie from Nolan would have to be Oppenheimer.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oppenheimer was just it was different for me. I was like, oh shit,
Yeah, you
my
did it.
language. Like, ugh.
Cillian Murphy's a fantastic actor, and it was nice to finally see him utilized as a main character in Nolan's films.
Exactly. Like,
Yeah.
what was it? Scarecrow?
Scarecrow and
Scarecrow.
Batman, yeah.
Uh,
Well, he
he was
auditioned
he
play.
auditioned for Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then obviously they gave it to Christian Bale, but he still liked his audition so much that he was like, I still want to put you in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, of course Brandon goes for the pepperoni movie.
If I'm not mistaken either, I believe that did I just miss a joke? Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, it's an inside joke between Brandon and I, sorry.
It took me a second to realize that. If I'm not mistaken, he wasn't gonna have the Scarecrow in it either. He added him in to make sure that
Oh, I
he
didn't know that.
role for Cillian Murphy. I think I read that somewhere. It could be wrong. It could be wrong.
By the way, like just a quick side note. When Batman Begins came out, obviously the previous Batman film was Batman and Robin.
Yes. Which
The amount of all honesty, when you think about it, the amount of balls Nolan had to say we're not going to use A-list villains in this movie. Like we're going to have Scarecrow and Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
Like no one has heard of those characters, even if like obviously if you're a diehard comic book fan, you watch the animated series, you know those characters. But like the fact that he had the balls to be like, we're not going to use Penguin or Joker or Riddler for their very first film, like you got to give him praise for that. To be honest,
Yeah.
I liked in the Batman, like the Robert Pattinson one, that they had the Riddler.
mm-hmm.
I was kind of hoping to see him in his like suit, whatever, with like paint, but it's fine.
They went with the Jigsaw Riddler.
And I wanted him to like pop in and go, "That's it." So, I guess that's a Joker thing, but I'm curious how Barry Keoghan's Joker will do in the Batman. See if it lives up to. I mean, it won't live up to Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger is
Oh god, no!
forever the best Joker.
Yeah, I think they're gonna save him for Batman Part 3.
Yeah.
I think he'll make another cameo in Batman Part 2, or maybe have like a much bigger
Did
role.
Greenlight 3 already?
I know they're planning on doing 3, but they haven't greenlit a third one yet.
Yeah.
Frankly, I'll be honest.
For
I'll be honest, because they're taking so long to do Part 2. What I wish they would do is film Part 2 and Part 3 back to back.
I was gonna say I won't be surprised if they're doing that.
If they're doing that and they're like, surprise, we actually wrote both films and we filmed both films. I would love that if they did that.
That'd be amazing.
But my thought, again, this is just my thought. Let's just say Part 3 is greenlit. I think Barry Keoghan has a much bigger role in the second film than he did in the first film. So in other words, like 2 or 3 scenes. But he's going to be like the main villain of Part 3. That's my guess.
I think in the second part we get introduced to Harleen Quinzel.
Okay.
is eventually Harley Quinn.
Mhm.
And I'd love to see a Poison Ivy. I want a Poison Ivy. I
I
want.
They
think we're
did.
getting Hush in the second film.
Okay.
I think that's
Okay.
what we're gonna get.
Okay.
I hate that he hasn't said anything. Like Matt Reeves is like, yeah, we finished the script like 4 months ago. Okay, who's the villain? We're not saying. It's like, tell us something.
Anything.
Like I literally finished rewatching The Penguin again, and I'm like, oh, I forgot how good this show was. Hmm.
I hope it would be really cool if they brought Colin Firth in to play the Penguin in the Batman. I think that'd be so cool.
I know that Colin Farrell is in the second one, but he's only in like 2 scenes or something like that.
Mm.
He has. I think it's the same like screen time he had in the first film.
Okay.
Hmm.
Fair,
But also,
fair.
I mean, Colin Farrell being under all that makeup. I mean, I'm sure he's just like, I'm not going to do season 2 of The Penguin because of that alone.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's just like, yeah, no.
Like
Um,
7 hours a day, whatever.
all right. So, any last minute Nolan thoughts before we get to our last round?
No.
Nope.
All right, cool. That was fun.
Sorry, I got us so off topic.
No, I mean, we do it all the time. We get
Just
so off
it's
topic all the time. All right. This one might not be that much of a hot take. The original Halloween was released in 1978.
okay.
This should have been a one off. This should not have been a franchise.
Hmm.
No sequels, no reboots.
Don't know how I feel about that. Mhm.
You agree?
Me either. Don't know how I feel.
Yeah.
Because
Because
here's
I
the thing.
love Jamie Lee Curtis, so I will
I
never
love
be
Jamie Lee
upset
Curtis too.
seeing her in movies.
Here's the reason I say this. Sure, we've had some good sequels, but they're not. I could have lived without them. Like I'll put it this way. Let's just say the 2018 Halloween was the best sequel.
Okay.
In my personal opinion, it is, but to a lot of people I know, they'll say H2O or something like that. While I did like the 2018 Halloween, I could have lived without it.
Yeah, okay.
You
It's
know,
totally
like,
fair.
and I could say the same about any of the reboots or any of the sequels. So, like, honestly, they're fine, but I think just one Halloween movie was enough.
For
Yeah,
me,
that's fair.
for me personally, when it comes to like scary movies, I need a sequel. You can't leave me off on a what you call it. Why did my camera turn off?
Yeah,
What the
why is the
what?
camera turn off?
I hate this camera. For me, it's just like you can't just leave me off on a cliffhanger. Because to me, like if we do one horror movie, that's a cliffhanger for me. Like almost like say for instance, like example, like there's a horror movie about oh, God damn it, camera. Yeah, my camera keeps on doing this. It's annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, for example, you have an unkillable machine
Mm-hmm.
finally gets killed. You tell me it's not coming back? Like I know, like say for instance, like Jason, he's dead.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta kill something that's dead.
Well, you
He's
know,
gonna come back.
I think another reason why I would say this is because they're so inconsistent with this franchise in the sense that, and I'm not even talking about the quality of the films.
Oh yeah, the inconsistency is
They're
I totally forgot about
constantly
that.
rebooting and constantly like, okay, so this movie that we're making is the true second Halloween film. It doesn't acknowledge the other films. So we have like 4 or 5 different timelines. It's like watching the Terminator movies. We have like 4 or 5
Okay.
different Terminator movies, like
That
Terminator
I totally forgot
trilogies and
about.
stuff like that. It's like, okay, which is the right one? And frankly, the newer ones, so like the original Halloween 2018 Kills and Ends, that's the only true Halloween series that I've actually seen, like from start to finish. So and I know like the older like Halloween 4, Halloween 5, I know they suck.
Yeah.
I haven't even seen them, but like yeah.
I just realized thing. I think when we were talking about the Wilhelm scream, I think I said Scream 7. I meant to say Scary Movie 7, like the
Okay,
winning.
no, they have to put it in
They
scary
have to
movie.
put that in. I think I said Scream 7, which brings me back to this. The Scream series doesn't they have too many movies. I think there's also too many Scream movies. I think it really lost its plot for a while there.
Mhm.
I know the idea of the Scream is that there's a different person taking on the mantle of the Scream each
Well,
time.
that's every Scream movie.
But yeah, it just feels a little overplayed.
That's your hot take?
my hot take. That's gonna be that I was gonna do something else for my last hot take, but I think that might be
Okay.
that's a good hot take too.
So I'm actually on the fence with this. I do agree with you to an extent.
Yeah.
I do believe, like, listen, Scream is my favorite horror franchise of all time.
Mhm.
If they make a new one, I'm going to see it, even if
Yeah.
it's considered one of the worst movies ever made. But
Pleasure.
the consistency of this franchise, Scream 3 is my least favorite, but I still like it. You know, they've not made one bad Scream movie. What to me, yeah, they poke fun at just franchises in general. They're meta. They kind of break the fourth wall without looking at the camera. That's what meta is. Like the second film is like, are sequels better than the original? Well, let's try to do that with Scream 2. Scream 3 is the end of a trilogy, and that's what it was. Then Scream 4, they talked about remakes. Then Scream 5, they talked about like the what's it called now? The new trend of like the bringing back the old cast as the mentors, like the legacy sequels. I think that's what they're called.
Yeah.
When you hit Scream 6, it was like, okay, we're doing the legacy sequel thing again. We're a franchise. It's like you guys were already a franchise, you know. I don't disagree with you. I think what they need to do, all honesty, what I was hoping for when they announced Scream 7 was we're doing Scream 7 and Scream 8, filming them back to back and calling it the two-part finale.
Yeah.
They can poke fun at that.
Yeah.
And then they can end it.
Yeah.
Because while this is my favorite horror franchise, while I love these movies, I will agree we've had too many.
Yeah. It's getting up.
And again, I've liked all of them. I've liked all of them. But yeah, like it is starting to be like, okay, guys, like it's like watching your favorite TV show and you're like, okay, how much longer can the show go for?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I think a lot of people felt that way about Walking Dead.
Yeah.
They loved Walking Dead, and then they kept going, and it was just like, okay, guys, like even I'm the biggest, like I'm not the biggest Walking Dead fan, but even like the biggest Walking Dead fan is just like, okay, guys, like when are you gonna
The first like 4 seasons of The Walking Dead are prime to
amazing. Like I would say, all honesty, if I were to say when it should have ended, I think The Walking Dead should have been like 6 or 7 seasons.
Yeah, yeah.
Something like anyway, but yeah, I think yeah, the Scream movies I'm kind of on the fence about because while I love them, I will agree they have done too many. And like I said, I wish they said Scream 7 and 8 back to back. It's the two-part finale. We're poking fun of that trade in franchises, and then we're gonna wrap it up.
Well, and I do know it's hard with like a slasher movie if they go and say, "Oh, hey, this is the new slasher movie. It's called Slash." Everybody's just be like, "Oh, you just did Scream with a different name."
Well, even
that's
it's like
part of it.
Stab. That's the name of like the movies within the Scream franchise. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. And like even I think it was like in Scream 5, they poked fun at like in Stab 7 or whatever like that. He didn't even use a knife. He had a blowtorch or something like that. Like they basically said that was the one movie in the franchise that derailed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think yeah, I mean, it is kind of as much as I love these movies, it is kind of like, okay, how much longer can you guys go for?
Yeah.
Like let's just say they did like Harry Potter 9, 10, 11, 12. It's like, okay, guys, you should have wrapped it up. You should have done it earlier. Like, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brandon, what is your hot take about this?
Now you mention it, movies like Scream, movies like Halloween. Yeah, when you want to reboot something and do like things like that, I'm just like, okay. Yeah. Like trilogies, I like, but when it comes off as like several other movies, I'm just like, yeah.
Once you hit that fourth film, that is the can you actually keep going?
It's like the Alvin and Chipmunks.
How many of those did they make?
Are you belittling Alvin and the Chipmunks?
After the first two movies, yes.
I've only seen
the best movie of all time. What?
Did they make more than two? Because I've only seen two of them, like the live action.
Alvin and the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks 2, Alvin and the Chipmunks Chipwrecked, which is the third one. Then they have a fourth one, I think.
I thought they had 5.
Maybe they have 5. I'm gonna Google
Oh
it.
my God. I've only seen 2 of them. I didn't even know they did a third one.
I think the 5th one's like heavily over animated too. Like how the Smurfs are now.
Oh God.
The Smurfs.
They take away the kind of that realism that the first Smurfs movie had. I liked that movie actually. I mean, I know I was like 9 when I saw it, but
No, what was another movie that made me angry? That has too many
okay.
trolls. Trolls.
There's only
Movie.
like 3 troll movies, right?
That's still too many for trolls.
Well, Troll 2, right?
No, 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 no,
Yeah,
Oh,
no.
I would
yeah.
have
Too
been
many
I would have been
more.
5 when Alvin and the Chipmunks came
Oh my
out.
God.
Okay, so there's Alvin and the Chipmunks, Alvin and the Chipmunks, the Squeakquel,
That was the
Alvin
one.
and the
Yeah.
Chipmunks Chipwrecked, and then Alvin and the Chipmunks the Road Chip.
Yeah, it's a little too much. The road trip. I'm sorry, no.
I didn't
This,
even know they did. I didn't even know they
Okay.
did a third one.
Oh my God, that one was
Like,
so good. They ended up on like a tropical island, and then they Jenny Slate plays this like crazy woman that tries to like make them stay with her even though a volcano is exploding.
okay. Oh
Jesus
God.
Christ.
Anyway, Brando, your thoughts on Scream going on for too long?
Do something else. They
Yeah.
need to do something else.
I mean, I'll give you another example of something that went on for too long. The CW Flash show.
Yeah.
That should have been like 3 or 4 seasons.
Mhm.
How the hell did we make it to 9?
Yeah, don't know. It should have max 6.
Honestly,
Oh, that was
I'd
so
say 3 or 4.
bad.
I honestly, I just think I don't know, like especially when it's like the more and more they went on, you can tell the writers were either like snorting something while writing an episode, or they literally were just didn't care.
Yeah.
For me, it was like when they got to the point where literally Iris was like, "No, baby, we're the
That
Flash." I was like, "I'm gonna punch you out right now." I'm
well, they
sorry.
did 2 things that really pissed me off. They did that, and then they did something like the particle accelerator mimicked. I don't even know how to explain it. They mimicked Barry's powers, and then the powers created physical humans, and
Yep.
they
That was like season
and they
6, I think.
and Barry and Iris were like, "These are our kids." It's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're adults,
Wild.
and they
Wild.
like it was. I don't know.
Wild.
That show just went so off the like. I remember there was a time where it was my favorite TV show of all time.
I agree.
Like the first 2 seasons, maybe even the third. I actually didn't mind the Avatar season. Those 3 seasons were like amazing. It was my favorite TV show of all time. And then when they kept going, it was just like the
They're
writers are
losing the
clearly
plot.
snorting cocaine while writing the script, or they legit just did not care.
Barry
This
and
is
Iris were a better couple before they became a couple.
hmm
And I wanted to see Barry and Caitlin.
I was gonna say that.
I thought they would have been
I
a better
remember
couple
in
than
season
Iris.
1, they did an episode where I think it was like Barry and Caitlin went to like a karaoke bar.
Yeah.
That one episode, they had more chemistry
Oh
than
my
Barry and
God.
Iris did the entire show.
Completely agree.
Like,
Or I know it's not comic accurate, but Supergirl, Melissa Benoist's Supergirl,
mhm.
amazing. I love
Yeah.
her so much. I love that show so much. I would have almost rathered a Supergirl Flash
Yeah,
relationship.
they had better
They
chemistry
had better
than Barry and Iris.
chemistry.
So what about that?
I actually remember, this is just a quick side story. I was in high school when that show was airing. And I
Yeah.
remember I actually wrote an idea for like, I think it was like at the time, like season 4, season 5. I wrote an idea. And the idea was Jesse Quick shows up. This was before she showed up on the show. Or
Yeah.
not Jesse. Barry and Iris's daughter,
Oh,
Nora.
Nora, thank you.
So yeah, the idea was Nora shows up from the future and to like, help Barry with something. But then there's a plot twist. Iris is not her mother, Caitlin is.
Ooh.
I wrote that idea. I had in my head. I pitched it to my friends, and they're like, "That is an amazing idea." Obviously, never
Wow.
went with it, but like it was like because it was
Yeah,
like
come on, the CW
again,
never
the main
got
reason
hold
why
of
I
it.
I came up with that was because Grant Gustin and Candice Patton had no chemistry.
Yeah,
But
no,
meanwhile, Grant Gustin and Danielle Panabaker had like amazing chemistry.
amazing chemistry. There was way too much forced chemistry between Iris and
And
Barry.
yeah,
He was better as the brother, you know? They were
Yeah.
better as friends. Yeah,
and when you think about it, it's kind of creepy.
it is a little. It's
Yeah,
they grew
the
up
step
being told that they
brother
were
and step
brother and sister.
sister
Yeah.
get married. It's creepy. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
I remember like one scene where he's like, "He's not my brother, Dad," and I'm like, Ooh, but he called
kind of are.
him like his son,
Yeah.
right? So
I mean, come on. Joe was his dad.
Joe was his dad, yeah,
Yeah.
because his
Okay.
dad died when he
We're,
was like 8.
yeah. We were getting very sidetracked, but this
Same.
is a conversation
ADHD
worth
brain.
having. This is a conversation worth having because
We
that
should
has
just
been
have.
in me. I've been going to a therapist. That has been in me for like 9 years. No, I'm kidding.
I think we need to do a podcast on superhero shows.
Done.
I think
Yes.
we could talk about it for hours.
Done. We will.
Yeah.
We can do that. Anyway, last minute thoughts on Scream going on for too long.
Let's
Stop
call
it.
7 the last one. 7's my favorite number.
Okay. Brando, your final hot take. Make it a good one because this is the last hot take of the episode.
I need them to stop it.
No, what's your hot take?
That's my hot take.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were saying stop
I'm like, is
it.
that your hot take? That's the worst hot take ever.
Yeah. I thought you were saying like stop it. And I was like, no, that's a great franchise. That's the Welcome to Derry is. I just watched the first episode and my goodness.
Eh.
Really? You don't
I
think
only
so?
saw the
I
first
think
episode. I didn't watch the rest.
fair. I think it's great.
Now, granted, I'm
Ooh,
not the biggest It fan.
fair. That's totally fair. I don't know if you guys have Apple TV. Plurbius.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yes,
I'm
watch it.
going
It
to.
looks really good.
I'm honestly going to wait until the season wraps up.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait.
Okay, fair.
It's one of those shows where it's like I don't want to wait weekly.
That's fair. I just watched the first episode last night and started the second one, and I've really enjoyed it so far.
Oh, man. I'm excited. All right, Brando, what do you got?
Okay, one of my hot takes. Oh yeah, my last hot take would be the most creepy line I've heard in a movie was that little kid. Was it a fourth kind? That's saying, "I see dead people."
Oh, that's
Sixth Sense.
Sixth Sense. There we go. Sixth Sense. You
Classic.
should just. I'm sorry, but here, if I had a kid, unless I
Really
just kneel down to
good.
them, trying to tuck them in, they told me, "I see dead people." I'm like, "Oh, you can live with them too." Bye. I'm going home. I'm mama's house. That.
Sixth Sense
I'm
is
not.
Bruce Willis, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and Haley Joel Osment plays the
Mhm.
little boy.
Bruce Willis is a ghost. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so okay.
Um,
I don't know if that's the creepiest line I've ever
that's
heard.
not the. Yeah.
To me, that's creepy. I'm sorry. A little kid told me I see dead people. I'm like, you can see them by yourself. I'm not dealing with that.
Dude, I'm gonna be completely honest. Having kids sing the Freddy Krueger song is creepier.
I just know
Yeah.
not to go to sleep. Take some Adderall. You're good.
I think for
There's
me,
different ways to combat demons.
I don't know if it's because I'm a twin, but even though they don't say any, like I don't know, they say "Come play with us" in The Shining.
Come play with us,
Yeah.
Danny.
That is
Oh yeah,
scary.
that's creepier.
That is, especially because they're twins, and that's scary to me. That's the creepiest line a kid could say.
Here, I'll do a quick hot take just to kind of piggyback off Brandon there. M. Night Shyamalan, Unbreakable is better than Sixth Sense.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you.
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
I
Dude,
didn't realize that Unbreakable was a trilogy with Split and
Glass. Yeah.
Shattered? Robo,
And
yeah,
when I found
Glass.
it out, I was like, what's Mr. Glass is doing in Split? Like, what is this?
Yeah, I remember because I didn't see Split in the theater, and I remember like a buddy of mine saw it, and they're like, "Oh yeah," and like David Dunn, like Bruce Willis's character, he was at the end, and I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, like Split is Unbreakable too." I was like,
Yeah,
"What?"
Mr. Glass was in it like right at the end too, right?
I think it was
and
just
like
Bruce
an
Willis.
I thought it was Mr.
yeah.
Glass.
So
I
I saw
I think it was just Bruce
Split.
Willis. I've only seen Split once. It's
Yeah.
like a long time ago.
I
Okay.
saw Split before either one, like before, I mean, Glass came out after Split, but I saw Split before Unbreakable. And I remember we went for somebody's birthday, a friend of mine's birthday. She wanted to go see Split. And I remember we were all sitting there at the end and we're like, who are these people?
Why is Bruce Willis there?
What? And then we were like, oh, they're just in an asylum. That's what it is. It's just his asylum buddies. But yeah, I liked Split. I thought that was a good movie.
That was
I
good.
thought-
I
yeah.
honestly, why didn't McAvoy get an Oscar nomination just for that?
Incredible. His
Say
range.
say what you want about the movie. It's good. I don't think it's great, but that performance.
James McAvoy, I think, is one of the most underrated and underutilized actors in Hollywood.
I think he's the best actor working today. Like hands
He
down.
is phenomenal. His range is incredible. His expressions and the way he's able to carry so much anger or sadness or excitement just using his face
Yeah.
is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He
I think we need to title this
Professor
episode.
X, Doomsday.
I-
Steven
I think we need to title this episode "Hot Takes / Getting Off Topic."
Yes.
Slash Aleah came in and made us talk about
No, honestly, this has been a lot of fun, even though we're getting off topic. Like it's been great.
it's my scroll brain. I gotta just
It's all good. No, it's been a lot of fun. Anyway, guys, I think we're good to wrap up this episode.
Okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
We still got another one to record. So
And it's
anyway, guys, that is our episode for the Movie Brothers podcast. Thank you again, Aleah, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
No worries. And if you guys are watching on YouTube, put down in the comment section your hot takes. Do you agree with us at all? You guys probably will, because oddly enough, we all agreed on all these hot takes.
We're always right. That's
I know. We're never wrong. Come on. These are definitive answers right here. Anyway, guys, this is the Movie Brothers podcast. I'm Parker Quinn.
I'm Brandon Brown.
Good night and good news.